Let's see. Embracer Group, which I think owns every studio now, shut down. Was it IDOS Montreal? Is that who it was? Or well, it's now called Anoma.
No more.
Anoma was the.
No, IDOS Montreal.
IDOS Montreal is still there.
This is the studio that did like the mobile games, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's
a studio they bought in May. It's Square Enix Montreal. Sorry, not IDOS.
Yeah,
Square Enix.
Yeah, developer of Tomb Raider Go and Hitman Go and Deus Ex Go.
And they went.
Those aren't bad games, though.
No, I mean they're fine games.
I liked Hitman Go. I played that one, and that's sad. Apparently, they were working on a Stranger Things type game, and now it's canceled. And that's the end of that studio. But people apparently are offered jobs at IDOS Montreal.
Somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know. It's all very confusing because this is what happens when one company buys all the companies. So.
Right.
Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. What else we got?
I mean, those are the big things I had on there that were, in this topic area. Unless, is anyone playing anything? Chip, have you played any more Gotham Knights?
I have.
And?
I've played some more of that game.
Mm-hmm. I played some more too.
I went through another mission. I played the Harley Quinn mission.
Okay.
It was nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
It was very linear. You walk into rooms, you beat up all the people, press X a bunch because X is better than Y.
Yeah, Y does nothing.
Y does nothing.
Y does nothing.
So you want to press X, you want to hold down X. And then
occasionally hit the B button.
Yeah, you hit the B button when you see the thing flashing that somebody's going to hit you, and you get out of the way, and then you hit
X.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's 25 hours of that. I think is the whole game.
I don't know. I want to like it, right? I do want to like it because.
Are you still Red Hooding it, or have you?
Yeah, I'm Red Hood.
Okay.
No, why would I change? I'm committed to that character now.
That's pretty fun. Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't make sense to me how I would change. That would just break the entire immersion.
I changed up a little bit. I went from Red. I played a mission as Robin to see what Robin was like, and then I went back to Nightwing.
How was his X button?
It was also an X button. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know. That game is weird. It's such a weird game.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I played some of that.
Nice.
Good work.
Yep, I did it.
Okay.
I will hate play some more of that, I guess.
Probably.
Avoiding all of the open world stuff.
I mean, did you unlock the fast travel?
No.
Okay, so you have to go talk to Lucius Fox. It's one of those things and when you push the pause button, not hold down to see the back computer, but that first menu, way too confusing how they set up this mission structure, by the way. One of the side quests will say talk to Lucius Fox, but you actually have to lower the menu that says side quests to see that that's an option. And then you go talk to Lucius and he's like, hey, I could unlock fast travel for you. And you're like, thanks. Maybe this should have been in the game from the very beginning, but I appreciate you giving me this option now.
So what does fast travel give you? Just back from your missions, or can you go directly to where the missions are at?
You can pretty much go directly to where the missions are at on the map when you're instead of, when you're in the open world, instead of hopping on your bat cycle and just driving to them. So you might save like a minute of your life.
The city is not that big.
No, it's not that big. And there's only like 6 fast travel points, but honestly, they're worth unlocking because I use them too often.
Dashel still plays like that Miles Morales game and the original Spider-Man game. He plays those pretty much on a daily basis, and just they're so much better.
Yes, well, yeah. The original Batman games are so much better too.
Yeah. I don't know. What else? What else is anybody playing here?
I put Marvel Snap on there, but we already talked about it.
We already talked about that.
We should
We're not
probably
gonna
talk
talk about
about the VR PlayStation 5 VR2 that was announced.
So that was next.
Well, certainly after I just started talking about it.
It's now.
Wait, when
As the words are coming out of my mouth, yes, that is certainly next.
It is next.
Yeah, so it's $550, and you have to pre-order it from Sony directly at this point. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't have a PS5, so. But even if I did, I wouldn't get this.
Did you read this tidbit that I saw on Polygon?
Mm-mm.
The PlayStation VR2 will not be compatible with games for the original PlayStation VR.
Yeah, we've known that. That was like one of their first announcements.
Is it that it's not a backwards compatible thing?
Yeah.
That's like the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Who's paying $550 on top of already having bought a PlayStation 5 to play VR games that on a system where there's no VR library?
And you're tethered to your TV.
Yeah, and you're tethered to your TV. I don't understand.
They'll sell some, but it's definitely going to be niche. I mean, yeah.
You got Horizon Call of the Mountain, which comes with it. You got Resident Evil Village, No Man's Sky, The Walking Dead, Star Wars. These are all games that already have, yeah.
It's very weird how now VR, all these VR systems, it's like you would expect the prices to be going in the other direction at this point in order to get like the wider range of people to adopt it. But instead, they're getting more expensive. Like it doesn't really make much sense.
And Pistol Whip is going to be on. I mean, it is a 4-year-old game. Why am I spending $550 to play 4-year-old games tethered to my TV?
It is weird. You think that the people who are interested in VR would at least have a Meta Quest or something, but because they were so cheap. But even those prices went up.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think it's the VR market's looking too great in the next few years. You know.
We'll find out.
Yeah, I mean the price.
I don't know. It's interesting because at the same time, like they must have done the math, and this is more profitable than just syncing these developers on main console games, right?
I think they feel like there's value in the marketing, right? Like this is an advantage that we have over Microsoft. Microsoft has no VR capability. And we do. So you have that. You can run commercials about just making Sony look like it's ahead technology wise because they do VR and the competitor doesn't. So I think there's value in that. It's like when a retailer opens up a really expensive store where they can't really make money on the rent because the rent is so high, but there's other benefits. So I think that's the way they look at it.
Until those benefits go away, like all those stores on Fifth Avenue that don't really exist anymore.
Well, that was a COVID issue, I think, because the people stopped coming. But it was, it's for those situations, it's like it's a marketing thing. They know like you can't sell enough goods to make up like the astronomical rents, but there's value in being there. And I think that's the way Sony looks at it. There's value in them being in the VR space, even if it's not straight direct monetary value. Let's see. Let's be sure to do Whipsmart's Spank Banky because we didn't have time for it last week. This week's title on the Nintendo Switch, they're still going strong with these porno games. I don't know what you call it. I guess porno, that's not the right proper terminology, but he says there were some changes. So this game is called Crystal Goddess, and he says it's a jumpy, shooty, side-scrolling platformer like a mix of Mega Man and Shantae. I don't know what Shantae is.
Shantae is
she's a purple-haired genie girl.
Yeah, she's a genie. She's been around since Game Boy days.
Okay, so
is that Way Forward, or am I making that up?
No, it's Way Forward.
Hey, look at me go.
It's a 16-bit style game. There's unlockable nudie trading art, and he says it has an option to toggle not safe for work mode. So he thinks that might be the way that these games get back on the Nintendo store. But it's also not quite as lewd as other games. Anyway, he enjoyed Crystal Goddess, and the code was provided by Gamuzumi, who was on the forefront of this business on the Nintendo Switch. Let's go to the CAGbag real quick. We got a question from All Blue 3. He wants to know if any of us has checked out Plague Tale 2 yet. I guess not. It's on Game Pass. I checked out the beginning of it.
I mean, that's a you game, not a me game. So
it could be a you game. It's like a regular game.
I have enough me games right now.
Right. I played a little of it, and it seemed like I really liked the art style, and the graphics seemed really good. See if I have the patience to play through it. I don't know. There's a lot of stealth in it, and I don't know. I'm lazy when it comes to gaming. At 3Toll Hoth writes in and says, better deal. Well, we already talked about this fucking Elon shit. This is all Elon shit. Great. We're done. Woo!
Nice. Oh, you know what I've never brought up, unless you want to end the show?
What? Depends.
That I went on that hike at the abandoned psychiatric hospital for Halloween, and that was a lot of fun. That I forgot to bring up. At Kings Park. Kings Park Psychiatric Center. It was super creepy.
You go inside?
You don't go inside. You just walk around the buildings. It's a park now.
Right.
But the buildings are still there. And apparently it was a 101-year-old mental hospital before they shut it down. So apparently a lot of crazy shit happened there. So
right, because there were crazy people there.
Yeah.
So just by that nature.
Yeah.
In the literal definition, there would be crazy shit there.
Yes.
In all definitions.
Yep. Even the actual excrement from the patients would have been crazy.
Yes, in theory.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. So I highly recommend that if you're, looking for something, a unique and unusual place to go for a walk.
Yes.
Then you might enjoy that.
Should we give a free plug to Ben Gilbert's amazing weed event that's coming up in December?
I think we should.
If you live in the New York City area and you enjoy marijuana and you find the idea of going to a party where you can sample marijuana grown by local growers, like the best in New York, it's a best in New York competition, then I've got the event for you. It's called the New York Growers Cup, and it's run by a friend of the show, Ben Gilbert. And it's going to be a really great event. I will be there. So if you want to watch me smoke weed, that's a good place to go. It's December 3rd. And you can go to tinyurl.com/NYGC22. They have like over 70 entries. It's pretty impressive. You got to be pretty proud of your boy, Ben, for putting this all together. Or at least after it's over, you got to be proud of him. So far, it's impressive, but let's see if it actually, no, I'm sure it's going to be great. Go to tinyurl.com/NYGC22. Wombat, say that 500 times now.
Something 2022.
Perfect. All right.
NYGC 2022? Is that what it is?
TinyURL. Yes. Yes.
Yes. The smallest of URLs.
It's going to be basically open bar, but for fine craft marijuana. So if that sounds appealing to you, you should definitely hit up that link. And then I'll see you in December.